Squash XL Pro is an elite team that work hard to train, play and run squash events on our journey to climb the world rankings. Like, subscribe, comment, pick up some of our merch on Teespring.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gents, to this is the SquashGym Palmerston North PSA Satellite first round match. We have ZAC MILLAR on the left, slightly stockier build, shall I say, versus TRIMBLE, the taller of the two. Very even contest. I am Joel Ascott, joined by
Loan Bachaleshi.
yes, the man, the myth, the legend.
Come in for a bit of commentary.
Yeah.
Got requested by a few of my fans, so I thought I'd make an appearance.
Yeah, the man with the fan base at the moment. Recently finished second at Senior Nationals and losing out to an in-form Evan Williams, but in a very tight 5-setters. So you just came off the court. How was your match? You came up against Alan Bailey, the local hero.
Yep.
Give us some insight. How's the court playing? How was the match?
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Obviously, everyone knows my game kind of suits a nice warm ball. You know, courts are quite true, so it's not too fast, but it is bouncy, which is cool. It's good to play the local Alan. Yeah, I haven't played him for a couple of years. Played him a few times in juniors as well, I think. So it's good to just see him, catch up with him after a couple of years. You know, hit the ball around on court with him.
Yep. And
had a few laughs. So yeah, really enjoyed it.
And what can we expect to see in this contest? Obviously, two slightly different playing styles from what I understand, my experience playing them. But what do you think we can expect? They're both from your club. You've known them longer than me. What can we look to expect in this matchup?
Yeah, I definitely think both have quite contrasting games. Finn's obviously being the taller one of the two, likes to volley a lot more. While Zach is, I would say, more of a random player. Definitely more of a shot player as well. So he's just going to look to play to the front a bit more. And I think Finn's going to be trying to keep Zach behind him. But at the same time, yeah, Finn can start to shoot a little bit as well. So it'll be interesting to see if he can stay solid and not get drawn into Zach's game. The thing with playing Zach is he's a weird way of drawing you into a front game.
Yeah.
Which he's always going to come out on top of.
Yeah, true.
No,
well said. And I'm going to put you on the deep end. What's the prediction? Score.
Prediction. Ooh.
Who's going to win? And what will the game score be?
I'm going to say it's going to be a 5-setter, 100%.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind. Thing is, Zach always wins these 5-setters, especially against the younger blokes. He always seems to pull it out of the bag. I don't think apart from your match against him at Nationals.
Yep, sure.
He always comes out in 5. So yeah, I'm going to call it Zach in 5.
Alrighty. Well, my prediction, I've got an ongoing bet actually with Rod Nui Bannister, who was on the last two matches with me, but that was a Coke Zero in favour 3-2. My prediction was with Finn, or was it Zach? I'm not sure, to be honest.
Let's just say Finn.
We'll say Finn just to
keep it interesting.
Yeah, keep it interesting. And but no, I'm really looking forward to this contest, and especially with that new mo that Finn's got, might I add.
Yes.
That is certainly going to pay dividends in a short game.
Yeah, I think he's got the haircut to match it as well.
That's true. The fade shows.
The old undercut fade.
Got to give that a mention. That is, 5-10% better in your short game?
Yeah.
I've heard. Rumours have it. And
good 10%.
Yeah, another 5 or 10% with that blonde top you got going on. Was that true? Did the forehand drop really improve?
Nah, I think it actually makes it worse.
Oh, okay.
Because you kind of play the shot and you...
The opposite, worse?
Yeah, you feel like you look better than you should.
Okay.
And then you kind of spend too long trying to look good playing the shot, and they end up putting it in the floor.
I see.
So, probably has a reverse effect.
So, bit of a change of topic. But I just noticed these guys got the exact same shoes, exact same shirts, same colour socks. I mean, what's the difference here? The only difference is the sock height and the brand of racket. That's what we're looking at, isn't it?
Trademark.
Yeah,
Backhand
that
flick
is
there. Sorry to interrupt you there.
No,
Joel,
that is a
but
textbook shot from
you've got to,
the Trimble.
Yeah, got to comment on that.
But what's the chances of that? You think this is planned? I know they drove down here 5 hours from Hamilton together, but is that planned? I mean, every single thing?
I mean, it's hard to say. I wouldn't say every single thing. I definitely think the shirt is planned. Shoes probably a coincidence.
Yep.
Socks, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just don't own a pair of black socks at all.
Yeah.
Who knows? Finn needs to get out the matching headband, I reckon, just to complete the set. Haven't really seen him wear a headband before, so don't think it's as...
Well, speaking of the Trimble, he is 9-3 up, I believe, at the moment. So he's off to a good start, but as you said earlier, ZAC is rather unpredictable. He can go on this string of errors to a string of winners and a toss and within the matter of seconds or minutes, really, can't he?
Yeah.
So what would you be... I thought that ball popped for a second, but well played there from ZAC. But you think Finn's aware of that with ZAC, or when was the last time these guys played? I mean, it wasn't Nationals, was it? No.
Nah, they played at the Club Champs. Club Champs.
And what was the score in that?
Finn took that out in 5.
Alrighty then.
So yeah, these guys have had a battle before.
So a relatively quick first game then. 11-4 in favour of Finn. Alright, ladies and gents, we're back for the second game now of our last match of the evening. The pick of the night, the matchup of the night, we have Finn Trimble, the taller player, slightly pastier, versus ZAC Millar, the older, tanner player. And Finn taking that first game, a convincing 11-4. I'm joined by Luamba Chalisi. What do you have to say about that first set? And what do we have to expect going into the second?
Yeah, as I said before, it's textbook from ZAC, I think. He shot a lot, went to the front a lot, made a few errors. Finn staying nice and solid, not making too many unforced errors, kind of moving the ball in the right positions. But yeah, as you can see now, like that first rally,
you can already see that effort level kind of picking up on even going short,
Yeah.
Not just in his shots, but movement as well.
It's a lot more intent.
Yeah, a lot more intent, trying to chase those balls down, isn't it?
Yeah, these guys both drove down today, ZAC driving the whole way, so I don't know whether that had an effect on ZAC being ready for this match. But yeah, this is...
Oh, well played. Good fake there.
It's a crucial game for ZAC, I think.
Yeah, big difference between 2-love up and 1-all, isn't there? Yeah, that goes without saying. But I think, ZAC will definitely try and make this a lot harder on Finn now. That's not going to help him though, hitting that tin.
Yeah, high tin here, 17 inch.
Yeah, another thing to mention for sure.
Quite interesting.
So we've got a few viewers online now. If you've got anything to say, shoot it through. Any questions for us, the commentators, or things you want to know? Maybe where you're watching from, all of the above. It's all welcome.
Just a quick question for Joel here. Obviously you had an early round match played on Thursday night.
Yep.
What were your thoughts on the match overall?
Yeah,
Chris Van der Sar.
I wouldn't say it was an irritating match, but it was a tough scenario. I had a few hours coaching beforehand, as well as it being on the travel day, and also it wasn't the official. I'm bringing out the excuses book here, aren't I? But yeah, no. Difficult playing yesterday, obviously, for all those reasons I just mentioned, but lost in 4. Chris is playing well, I feel. He's a bit on and off our Christoph. But yeah, no, it was a decent match. Obviously, didn't hold my standards too high on myself after the day and whatever else I had. But a good match, and it was always like a hit out for me. It's just disappointing that it was the first match of the tournament, but these things happen. Draws are draws, and you live with it, you move on to the next one. So, back to this match. 4-4 now.
It's 4-5.
4-5. 4-5.
So there's definitely a change in him.
Yeah, there's definitely a shift in this game, isn't there?
Yeah, I think his
Oh, wow.
intent is just great reverse both.
The old
He's
leisure centre boast.
too young to play that shot, but the intent is just a bit better from ZAC here, as we predicted.
Yeah, wow. Another great winner there with that intent, as you love to say it. So it's tough. We know both playing against ZAC, or played against ZAC, that it's tough to mentally deal with that stuff as his opponent. So if you were coaching Finn, or just trying to give him a few words of advice going into playing ZAC, what would you say?
Yeah, main thing is just not getting sucked into that short game. It's very easy being up 1-love, you get a bit complacent, you know. If the other player starts going short a lot, it's really easy to start doing stuff you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah, wow.
Like going short on short, which can be very dangerous against someone like ZAC who's onto it quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just needs to keep his lines going and try and stay in front and try and make ZAC force the error. So yeah, patience is a huge thing. I don't necessarily think he needs to grind Finn. He should take him short when the opportunity is there, because you do have to move your opponent short as well. But yeah, just find his length, try and stay in front as much as you can, and then go short when the opportunity is there, ready to cover the next shot and take the next shot to the back.
Yeah, that's fair. We're seeing a lot of that short stuff coming off now for ZAC. But a great length there from Finn.
Yeah, it's been a few length winners from both players.
Yeah.
So ball's obviously dying off a little bit at the back.
New balls every match here, being PSA endorsed event.
Crucial mistake there. So ZAC's got a 2-point lead here. Finn making that error at 8-7, so it is now 9-7. That's the sort of stuff you can't do in this situation, because all it takes is 1 point for ZAC there, and now he's got 3 game balls.
Yeah, so a relatively quick turn of events. Again, you've described that a few times playing ZAC, you don't know what to expect. And it's really obvious if you've tuned in from the first game, almost a coin flip from that set to this one. But nonetheless, it's 1-1 now. So if you're just joining us, we're in Palmerston North, New Zealand for the SquashGym PSA Satellite. It's our last match of the day, first round. ZAC MILLAR versus Finn TRIMBLE. Match up of the night, 1-1 in score. Joel Arscott, joined by Luamba Chalisi. NZ's 2-6, but we'll keep that quiet for now. But we saw ZAC pinch that last set. We have a five set predicted from pretty much everyone at this point, and it's turning out to be quite a good contest. What do you have to say about the match so far, Louis?
Yeah, as you said, it's been quite predictable. ZAC shooting a bit too much in the first game, making a few mistakes, but then just really raising his level a little bit, having a bit more intent in the second game. It meant that he clutched it out, or clinched it, I should say. Yeah, it looks like Finn's struggling to deal with the way the match is going mentally.
Yeah.
With the switch and
I think
structure.
it's that changing of pace as well, isn't it? I know we talk about his shot play and the change in shot play, but also that change in pace he's putting on the ball and just, you know, Well, you see it there. It's a pretty simple counter, but he's onto it a little bit quicker than what he was in the first set. And he's trying to flick and he's changing the pace of the ball all the time, and that hurts a lot when you're 6'4", roughly we'll say for Finn. That hurts a lot. And you see there as well. Again, he's hunting the ball. He's putting pressure back on Finn. I know he's hit the tin there, but that's what we're seeing from ZAC.
Yeah, and you can argue it's the right shot to play.
Yeah, definitely.
Just execution. The main thing is just going to see how Finn reacts to this.
So what do you think ZAC's tactics are going in? Is it don't play the same shot twice? Is that almost his tactic?
That's how it looks at the moment. Yeah.
Well, we must also add those tactics with the facial hair. I mean,
bandana as well.
That bandana and beard, where's that come from? Maybe new look for 2021, New Year's resolution? What's your thoughts?
Could be.
Out of 10, what would you score the bandana and beard look? Bandana and beard, I like that alliteration.
Bandana and beard. Depends what you like, I guess. Being someone who can't really grow facial hair, but would like to.
Recently got earrings yourself, haven't you?
Yes.
Hot topic. Hot topic.
I guess. But yeah, being someone who being of an African.
Of
family,
colour, shall you say?
Of
colour.
Not being able to grow much facial hair. And someone who wants to grow facial hair.
So you envy his beard. You envy it.
I'm going to score it high. Give it a good.
Out of 10, what do you got?
I'll give it a 1.
A 1?
0. 1 0. A 10.
A 10. Okay.
Yeah, 1 0.
Taxi.
Give it the old 10.
I'll give that Nick a 10 as well. Beautiful. But yeah, I like that look, and it's obviously, well, I say obviously, but it's working for him. Yeah.
Being on a similar topic, you've started growing a bit of facial hair yourself.
Movember, mate. Movember, bro. What do you mean?
Does it got a question. Does the food get stuck in your mo and kind of save it for later? Is that a thing? Or?
That's certainly the tactic. Well, that's my excuse at least for growing one. I want to save more of my food.
Yep. Does the taste change?
Honestly, no.
It doesn't.
But when the tongue comes out of the mouth and you're scratching around a bit, it feels a bit funny. I'm not gonna lie.
So just the texture of the moustache.
Yeah. Look, my girlfriend doesn't like it, so that's a big problem. But my argument's November, right? So I got a few days.
Yeah, you got a few days.
Okay. Now we saw an outburst there from ZAC. He's made a couple errors now. And we're looking at 8. He was up 8-4. I believe it now 5-8 or 6-8, whatever it may be. But I say that, and he's got the squeeze. What do you think ZAC and Finn's 2 favourite shots would be?
Finn's got one favourite shot. That's the backhand flick. So
is his best shot? Would you say?
2 favourite shots are the backhand flick and the backhand flick.
Yeah.
The best shot depends. Back in juniors, it was definitely a lethal shot. I think as he's grown up a bit, he started overplaying it. That would be my only constructive criticism to him. When he is playing a match and he doesn't overplay the shot, because he's got quite a nice straight drop, it can be very effective.
Ooh,
just like that.
Right on cue.
Just like that.
But a couple of freebies there for you, Finn, if you're listening later on. We won't invoice you for that coaching session, but just keep it in mind, yeah?
Yeah.
ZAC, what do you got to say about ZAC? Favourite shot? Best shot? Because they can't always be the same. You know, your favourite shot isn't always your best shot.
My opinion.
I mean, speaking for you, for example, your forehand drop into the tin. Obviously, it's not a very good shot.
Yeah.
Because it hits the tin, but you love playing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably say his straight drop on the forehand and backhand. I think just the way he lines it up and he gets his body in a good position, and he is good at squeezing it as well.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I'd probably say it's a straight drop.
Yeah.
It's not very exciting. I know he can hit cross-court nicks really well. I know he's got a few tricks with his racket. But I guess my favourite shot of him, watching him, is just his straight drop on both sides. Sets up well.
Yeah, he definitely, he what we call squeezed, as in he got that ball very tight to that left wall and that backhand drop a lot of the times there.
Yeah.
Squeezing Finn and getting those points.
And
so it's definitely his strongest area.
He really looks like he's trying to play a good shot off it. You can
yeah,
tell
as opposed to trying to play a bad one. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
I know what you're saying.
He really lines it up.
Yeah.
He lines it up. You can almost see a laser coming out the ball.
A scope
pointing,
even. A scope.
A scope, yeah.
A scope off his
pointing
racket.
towards that squeeze or the nick if
Yeah.
he gets lucky. And he just really, it's just precision. Every time, gets his body in the right position. High racket prep, you know?
Yeah.
Plays a nice, has a good cut on the ball.
And
he just really lines it up and puts it in.
On that topic of shot selection and favourite shots, he's in the lead. 2-1.
He is in the lead.
Pinch that one. Squeeze that one. 11-5. So say you're coaching Finn, what would you say right now? Because he was 1 love up, now he's 2-1 down. What would you say?
Very good question. Judging by those last 2 games that Finn's lost, especially towards the end of the second and all throughout the third, he made a lot of mistakes, especially at the front.
Okay.
I think when he goes to the front, he's playing too much short on short. He needs to lift the ball out. He needs to start using some lobs, try and get Zach forcing it from up high instead of down low.
Yeah.
Because Zach is very good at taking it in short and then hunting the next shot.
Okay.
While as obviously lobbing it out gets rid of that threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Finn just needs to use a bit more height from the front. Get Zach behind him more. Zach's very comfortable playing it in short. You know? Very comfortable.
I agree.
And it's obviously a higher error or higher margin for error when you're going for it or going short from the back. So he needs to find a way to get him behind him.
I know we've been doing coaching the past few days here in Palmerston North and in Wanganui. But if we're talking freebies, that is a freebie. A freebie lesson on tactics from the NZ number 2 there. Thanks for that, Lumbie, and Finn, look out for the second invoice.
Yeah, I'll send you my bank account details later, but that's another matter.
Especially if he pinches this one in 5, which is my prediction. And on that topic again, a couple quick errors from Zach.
Yeah.
So again, the momentum's shifting quite a lot, isn't it?
If I was someone who didn't really know squash and I had only watched Zach's matches the last couple of years.
A neutral, if you will.
I would literally say that he goes to 5 on purpose for the crowd. He's what you call a crowd pleaser, isn't he? Exhibition squash.
He loves exhibition squash. Best way to explain his game style, I would say.
Yeah.
Exhibition squash.
And he is enjoyable to watch.
Effective, yeah. Not fun to play against at all. And not fun to look at with that beard and bandana, but
it's harsh. But it's your opinion.
My opinion. But watching it is great, isn't it? Watching it is great.
It is.
Just, and again, cheeky hand gesture. Definitely the Prince racket at fault there, but he's hit a lot of winners tonight, hasn't he? Yeah. Hit a lot of winners tonight, and it's going to be interesting to see what his mindset or approach is to this set. He's already made a couple errors, and does he want to pinch it in 4, or does he want to purposely take it to that 5 setter like you're talking about?
Yeah. Either way, the crowd's definitely getting their money's worth.
Yeah.
This has gone exactly as predicted. I guess
it's looking like a 5 for now. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking on the topic of the old rackets, thoughts on the old Nick Finn Trimble's signature racket?
Oh, is that? I was wondering what racket that was. I've never seen it before. So the Nick, if you don't know what that is, it is a shot in squash. It is the join between that joins the sidewall and the floor. Okay, and if you hit it, it rolls, which these boys have done a couple times tonight. But it's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about, because the Nick is a racket brand.
It is,
isn't it?
It is, and
it is used by Finn Trimble.
And he also has his own signature racket, so you can get Finn Trimble, a Lugton Park.
I don't know why.
Representative, Cousin Shield winners, may I add, 2019.
Yep. Now, rumour has it that if you use the Nick racket, especially the Finn Trimble one, that your cross-court nicks and straight nicks improve, on average, 35%. Now, I don't know if that's true.
I've heard 40%.
You've heard 40?
I've heard 40.
Okay, 35 to 40. We'll go
put
with
it somewhere in there.
But, I mean, that's worth investing.
It is, yeah.
Now, there's a bunch of brands going around at the moment. Do you have a favourite?
I mean, I'm obviously going to be biased and say Unsquashable. If I was to take Unsquashable out of the equation, I'd probably say Harrow, because I was with them before Unsquashable.
That's fair. Oh, it's a good topic to talk about. I don't think it gets spoken about enough.
Yeah.
Especially, there's so many different divided opinions in there.
Yeah. And I guess, you could argue all rackets are the same. if not very similar. So obviously you got circle rackets, teardrop, so those are different style of rackets. But I guess teardrop, difference between unsquashable teardrop and a Technofiber teardrop, same factory, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah, probably.
it's just the brand.
Okay. Well,
What about you?
another era. What about me? I mean, far out. What about Zach? He's just made about 3 errors. I think you're right with this whole tactical fifth, because the wheels seem to be falling off now, but that's what it looked like in the first, wasn't
I
it?
mean, yeah, that's
and then
the
he got
thing,
the next two sets. So
In the next game,
I think you're on the money there.
You're
Yeah.
going to see Zach doing. I mean,
What Zach does best?
yeah, and
Yeah?
he's going to be hustling. He's going to. You might see a few dives coming out
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So
He is
I don't know if
prone
he's
to diving.
tactically resting for this game. Could be his tactic.
Well, he seems to be lifting a little bit now in these last few points, doesn't he? Intensity-wise. I mean, there you see it with that huge lunge. I mean, if you're a betting man, then this is
Tough one to call.
niggly,
Tough one to
as we
call.
like to say.
Very
Niggly.
juicy. Very juicy.
Trimble's got to be close to a game ball by now. I think we have 10-6 or 10-7.
That's that drop I'm talking about.
But again, yeah.
He lines it up, and you can see it going into the sideball. It's very satisfying.
Yeah.
Very satisfying shot to watch.
Tight to that sidewall, glued if you will. Strength area for sure, yeah. So maybe Zach thinking he's got a sniff now? Thinking he can close it out in 4? What do you think? It's a couple winners coming off.
Yeah, Finn's got to be careful here. Zach is definitely the type to be able to hit 5 winners in a row. So
We've
it's
still
2 out of
got
5.
it. Still got it as obviously there is a bit of an issue with us being downstairs, referee being upstairs, but we do have it as 7-10 or 8-10. So if he doesn't pick himself back up again, could be very niggly going into a tie break with Zach at the moment.
Looks like it just stayed in. See, this is what I'm talking about, the hustle from Zach.
He's definitely going for it. Getting those cross courts very wide, the both of them. Keeping Zach on the move. Tight shots. Ooh.
I think it's a let. Or was it a no let?
Again, we can't hear the referee upstairs, but judging by the player's reaction, it looks like a let. I would have given that a no let personally. What would you have given it?
Yeah. The ball was
Desperate ask.
away from the. It was away from Finn. It was away from Zach. Sorry, going into the sideball. Zach had cleared. So yeah, I would have called it a no let. What's the call?
So both these players will be feeling it physically now. Just long rallies, bit of lactate getting through the legs.
Very juicy rally.
Huge rally. And then we see the outburst from Zach.
I think it's 10-0 now. 10-0. This is very juicy.
Yep, juicy to say the least. Both these boys taking a very quick breather. So huge points down. I don't think Zach will be wanting this to go to 5 now because he's put a bit of energy into this last set. Last few points, should I say. But a bit of a choke really from Finn, hasn't it? Too passive, I would say. Oh, wow. And there we have it.
Reverse push from the back, so it must have been a no let.
That's one way to do it.